My name is Barry McDonough, and as someone who used to experience frequent panic attacks and general anxiety, I can now show you a revolutionary way to end your anxiety problem. This almost unheard of technique has gone under the radar of doctors and psychologists for years, and yet one of the world's greatest psychiatrists, Dr. Viktor Frankl, thought it to be the only true cure for panic and anxiety. And no, it's not medication, it's not hypnosis, it's not NLP or some other strange therapy. It is CBT psychology with a very unique approach to anxiety elimination. But before I say another word, I want to reassure you that I really do know what I'm talking about. For a start, I bet I can pinpoint exactly where you've been having a problem. Maybe you found yourself in the hospital's ER because you thought you were having a heart attack, only to be told later it was just anxiety. Maybe you fear you might stop breathing because your chest and throat feels tight. Maybe your bodily sensations during a panic attack are so intense you fear passing out. When you drive, do you fear getting stuck in traffic, on a bridge or at red lights? Maybe you feel nervous and afraid you might lose control or go insane in front of others. Or do you struggle with anxious thoughts that will not stop? I know exactly how you feel because I've been there too. And yes, I know you worry that you will always feel this way. Well, you can put that worry to rest right now because you won't. You will not be stuck with an anxiety problem forever. But you know, the hardest thing about all of this is the fact that other people just don't get it. You tell them how terrifying a panic attack is, and they think you're exaggerating. You explain about the continuous anxious thoughts you have, and they remark, "Hey, I worry too." You tell them that you wake each morning with a sense of dread, and they say, "Oh, come on, who is a morning person?" They simply don't get it. The weekend is coming up and your partner wonders why you won't go out for dinner. They say, "Oh, please, just do it for me." What they don't get is that sometimes you think you will actually die. The fear is so intense, and that your mind is in such a fog you wouldn't be comfortable for a minute. You really wish they could understand what you are dealing with, and when they don't, you feel even more alone and anxious. Well, I've got two things to say about this. The first thing is that you are okay. Yes, you have an anxiety problem that needs correcting. You wouldn't be watching this right now if you didn't. That's why you surf the net looking for answers. That's why you constantly worry if this problem will be with you forever. You worry about the scary bodily sensations and if it's a sign of something more serious. You get a cold jolt of fear at the thought of losing control and getting locked up in some madhouse. I know all of this because I have been there too. I have had the exact same thoughts and fears as you have. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay because all of this is curable. All of the anxiety can be healed, and no, you're not going to lose control or go insane, and no, a panic attack is not going to kill you. It's all okay because you are perfectly safe. Anxiety is not a mental illness. It's a behavioral problem you can quickly correct with the right guidance and information. Remember, nobody dies from a panic attack. Your body is perfectly able to handle this heightened state of arousal. You are safe. And the second thing I want to say is forgive them. Forgive those that belittle your anxiety. They have no idea how terrifying it can feel. Forgive the doctor that dismissed your story and told you to just go home and relax. Forgive the friend who stopped calling because you no longer could go out. Forgive the boss who placed all that extra stress unnecessarily on you. Forgive them all because they just don't know how difficult it is without having experienced it for themselves. The good news is that you will win in the end. How do I know this? Well, I've been teaching people how to win over anxiety for the last 10 years, and what I teach gets real results. The people who find me have often been struggling with anxiety for years, and they always say, "I wish I found this technique years ago." Well, the good news is you are here now. And what if you were watching this presentation because it has come to you